Hello everybody, welcome to another FF14 video. I am your host JSauce, and today we will be making a beginner's guide for Final Fantasy XIV. So we're going to be covering everything from character creation all the way to the most important quests that you do when you start up. Without any further ado, let's go. Okay, so the first thing you need to do when you start off a character is obviously making the character. And Final Fantasy XIV gives you a couple of options. You got 8 races. 6 of them have male and female. We got the Air, which are the humans, the Elezen, which are the elves, Lalofels, which could be considered the dwarves, Mikotis, which are cat people, the Rogadins, which are mountains of muscles, Auras, lizard people, the Rutgars, and the Veras are genderlocked. Now these two are lore races. You can only make males out of these guys, and it can only make females out of these ones. Alright, so within them races, there are clans. So we're gonna pick the Air right here. Let's confirm. You got the Midlander and you got the Highlander. Now bear in mind, if you pick a female and you go to the clan, you also got Midlanders and Highlanders. Okay, so this would be your first choice. From here, you can pick L2 or R2 to change the environment to see them into different lights. You can change the posing by click L3 and changing the lighting. You can take their clothes off, keep their racial clothes, or later on when you pick a job, put their job clothes on to see what they look like. So let's go back and let's make ourselves a Air. Okay, so we created our character here. It is a Highlander female. You have many customizations here. It starts with height, muscle tone, bust size, goes all the way to voice. Once that's selected, it's time to carry on. You can save your appearance. Let's do slot 6. Actually, I already have the appearance saved. It's right here. So confirm. Okay, this would be a date of birth. These are the months. Let's do 2/22. And your deity, basically your guiding deity. I recommend reading all of these. These are very interesting, but for this video's purposes, let's go with the low. And now here's the important selection, which is the job selection. You got, to start off, gladiators, which will evolve in paladins. Pugilists will be monks. Marauders will be warriors. Both gladiators and marauders are tanks. Pugilist is a DPS, so is monk. Lancer, which will evolve into the DPS job of dragoon. And archer, which will evolve into the DPS job of bard. Each of them has a different starting zone. This one starts in the city of Ul'dah. So is this one. But the Marauder starts in Limbs of Laminza. The Lancer and the Bard, or the Archer in this case, start in Gridania. Then we have the Disciples of Magic, Conjurers, which will evolve in White Mages, which is a healer class. Thaumaturge, which will evolve into a Black Mage, DPS class, heavily casting. And the Arcanist, which will evolve in 2 actually. This will the first one would be a Scholar, which is the second type of healer. And the other one would be a Summoner, which is a DPS that heavily relies on is animal spirits plus dots. The Arcanist will start in Limsa, the Thaumaturge in Ul'dah, and the Conjurer and Gridania. So we're gonna pick Gladiator. And now we can change their attire to the job. This would be the level 50 relic armor. Once you hit level 50, you will be able to obtain this armor. And now for servers. First of all, if you noticed, my data center is Crystal, which is on the North American part of the world. Since I live in Texas, this would be the best for me. This one or Ether are North American data centers. So how to pick a server? So basically all the servers that have that yellow star on their name are preferred servers, and these are the servers you should be going with, because they will give you 50% EXP bonus to everything you do. That bonus is applied all the way to level 80. So if you're a new character or an alt, this would be the servers that you need to pick to come in. And now for a name, we will pick Meliadul Christos, which is a reference to Final Fantasy Tactics. I put Christos' name in here. When you press confirm, there we go. And your character creation plus server is complete, guys. Once you press OK, you're into the game. Okay, after the cutscene, you get to your city-state. The first question you will be asked if you're using a controller or a mouse and keyboard. I'm using a controller, so I'm going with the controller. So the first thing we need to do is the quest. If you notice, alright, I'm going to disable for me. If you notice, Wymoon has a quest symbol on top. That is a side quest symbol. So let's talk with him. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Ul'dah, you must register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. So we need that to go back. We need that to go to the actual servers, actually. Okay, now that you're registered, it says you taking the first steps, and now it's about to throw you into the real world. This symbol's right here, this is part of the main storyline, and this is what you need to follow when you start. As you can see on the top left corner of my HUD, there is a next main scenario quest, Close to Home and Way of the Gladiator. Okay, so your priority once you get into game is to accept the main storyline quests, which have that symbol which looks like a quest marker on fire. And starting on level 1 all the way to level 70, you have something called job quests, which you always need to be doing. That gives you gear and new abilities. So from where we start, let's go to the Gladiators Guild. and welcome to the Gladiators Guild, which, if you can see, there is an Aetheryte right there that you can recognize on the map. So we're gonna go here so we can teleport here next time. Attune to the Aetheryte before going into the Gladiators Guild. The quest marker you're looking for is this one, level 1, close to home. It has an arrow, that means the quest is continuing. As you can see, our second check mark is visit the Gladiators Guild. Talk to the receptionist. I'm going through the test, so to the text, so I don't spoil it for you guys. Which brings us to another important lesson. This quest symbol right here, the blue background with the plus sign on it, symbolizes unlocking new features for you, for your character, I mean. So in this case, you are unlocking the gladiator job. We're the gladiator level 1. You go ahead and accept this. This is for the gladiator job, but if you're a monk, this will happen for the pugilist. This will happen for the pugilist, or the lancer, or the archer, and so on and so forth. When you see this quest on this color, you do it immediately. It is one of your priorities. Okay, let's just talk to Mila, the guildmaster here, to accept the paladin job. Let me skip the text. Make sure to click yes on this one. And you have the Way of the Gladiator. Now, another main thing. Don't buy gear from the market board. You need to be staying away from the market board for gear until you reach level 15 at the very least. Don't buy gear on the market board or on the vendors. Just keep on doing your quests and keep on leveling. Gear will happen later. Okay, do your quests. Your main focus here is leveling up. MSQ, then the unlock features quest, the plus sign quest, and lastly, if you're missing levels, the side quests. But most important is the current main scenario quest needs to be done, and then the Way of the Gladiator, which is your job quest. Every 5 levels you need to go do your job quests. Very important, don't forget that. Before you even leave this city, you need to attune to all the Ethernet shards on this city. Once you do that, let me show you some. There's another one right there. Once you do that, you will be able to teleport around town without any difficulty, and you'll have two more sites to teleport to, which is the Eastern Gate and the Central Gate, which you don't have to walk there to go to the outside world. You just it's a prize for tuning to all of these Aetherytes. There's 3 levels, not 3 levels, there's 2 zones and 2 levels on this one. So once you're done on the Steps of Tal, which we are right now, where we have 3 Aetherytes, we go to the Steps of Tal. We were on Nald. We go to the Steps of Tal and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you go to the Gold Court, so Steps of Tal, to the hustling. If you go up these stairs right here that says the upper levels to the hustling strip, you'll have 2 more. Once you finish all of those, you'll be able to teleport around town. This is also very important, so make sure to do that too. Once you have all that in place, you are now ready to face the open world. And I hope this little guide helped you guys out getting started. We will meet again for a level 15 guide. So until the next one, peace out.